Hey, this is James from All Hail Internal Combustion. I spent a couple hours polishing the crankshaft by hand. Started out with some 220, went to 320, then went to 600, and got a really good finish on the crankshaft. Now there are a couple little silly spots in here. There's one right there from when somebody was putting the engine together at some point or taking it apart, and a rod bolt took a little piece out of it. I mean, I can feel it with my finger. I don't know if you can see close enough, but when I cleaned it up, I don't see any shadowing around here, which means when the dent went in, it didn't push a bunch of metal out that's going to hit my bearing surface. So I'm totally cool running that. And there's another one. Kind of hard to see with the light and everything, but there's another one right there. Like I said, not really worried about it. Everything else cleaned up, and when I took the measurements off of the crankshaft, it came out to be what the card said that came with it. It is cut 20 under on the mains and 10 under on the rods. So now I've got the sizes I need to order the parts, and we can eventually start to put this thing back together. One thing I did notice on this crankshaft when I was working on it, there was a spot on here that had a barb sticking out of it that I cut the hell out of myself with. And I went ahead and took my die grinder and just smoothed some of the really sharp stuff out on the crankshaft. Because little pieces that are sticking up, you get the right frequency coming through here, that snaps off, ends up in your oil pump. If it gets far enough in your oil pump, it's going to chew your oil pump gears up and then get spit into the engine and end up in your bearings, and nobody has a good time when that happens. So that's the status on the crankshaft. I am ready to soak this thing down with Marvel Mystery Oil. We got a bag ready. It's going to go into the workbench and get sealed up until we need it. I've already gone through here and chased the holes out in the back that the flywheel bolts are going to go into. Or if you got an automatic, it's a flex plate. And remember, if you're putting these things together, if you're going from flex plate to flywheel, you need longer bolts because the flywheel's thicker. Vice versa if you're going the opposite way. And I'm going to go ahead and leave my crankshaft bolt in here. I've already ran that in and out. It's nice and clean. Good to go. So now it's time to apply the bag. That's just a little update on our crankshaft for the 302. Like and subscribe. See y'all next time.